do. Okay. All right. So. Great, we got that. And then let's just look here. God, the lack of background music drives me crazy. Let's see if I can hear myself. Wait, wait. Oh, some people joined already. Awesome. I sound very quiet though, so let me try to. DN, how's it going? Oh, DN, you swung by. Excellent. You said you might not be able to. That's so good. Big Bad Guy, how's it going? I've been seeing your comments on my channel. Garfield Cat, nice. I don't know if I've seen you before, but welcome to the stream. Sorry, there's no background music again. Mac computers. I brought this up last time. Mac laptops refuse to capture audio without certain third-party software. So, kind of dead air situation going on here, but hopefully I'll have enough breath to talk enough so it doesn't sound super weird. But we're gonna get the game going soon. This won't be a long stream. Just give me 1 second to kind of add everything, and we'll get going. Just real quick, just add it. How is everyone doing today? Me personally, I am, obviously with everything going on, having a tough time the past month, but I am focused on editing. New videos should come out tomorrow about the Oscars. Got 3 horror videos on the way, so very excited about that. Let me just post this real quick. With the wheel game. So, sorry, just typing really quick. Oh my god, the caps lock on this computer is the worst. How would you say this? It's your chance to get a film in a. It's your chance to recommend a film for a future video. Boop. Okay, that should work. Great. Whoops. So, yes, that. DN said, Big Bang, I'm going to watch Nosferatu. Hope it's good. Hearing kind of mixed things, but overall good things. I don't want to say anything that might impact your viewing experience, but the general consensus is that it's really good. But I've heard one person say it's their favorite of Robert Eggers, but that doesn't seem to be the consensus. Most people seem to like The Lighthouse the most from his work. I prefer The Witch. But I really hope it's good. So tell me, go see it, and let me know what you think of it. I'm very curious of your thoughts about the music. I've heard different opinions about the music. Hold on. Just having my breakfast. Actually, that's not true. My mom made me poached eggs, and they were delicious. DN, I watched Kill List yesterday. Hey, Abigail. I watched Kill List yesterday. Didn't really like or even get it. Not that disturbing, to be honest. Well, it's a horror film, but you can't go into it expecting a normal kind of horror film. The disturbing aspect of it is, number one, some of the violence. The scene with the hammer is just horrifying. But it's a fact that nothing is really making sense to the main character, and he's becoming more and more unhinged, and everyone around him seems to be encouraging him going crazy. And I thought the third act was terrifying, but that's me. It's it's not for everyone. Maybe I'll watch Annihilation tonight. I like Annihilation. I think you'll like that more. I do have a couple issues with Annihilation, especially with the acting. Something about the acting felt very underperformed, and I really didn't like the fact that it kept going back and forth from past to present. Abigail, let me know what you think about that story technique. I didn't think it added to the film at all. Uh, I I thought it actually detracted from the fear because what I liked about the movie Gravity was that you were always in space, so you never really felt safe. Going back and forth in Annihilation, it kept pulling me away from this psychedelic, weird trap that they were in, and that hurt the horror experience to me. Saying that, Annihilation has some really cool shit. Third act is awesome, psychedelic, and wonderful to watch. Very entertaining. Love the music. Some of the special effects are incredible. Great creature design. Yeah, I think you're gonna like Annihilation. I was a big fan. Todd, you were not late. We just started. DN, if you're still here, her short lives are 3 hours long. Yeah, I don't stream for that long unless I think my longest streams is when I played games. I can't really play games on this because I'm on a single laptop. I'm coming back home in mid-February, so I will be able to have my big desktop computer, 2 monitors. We can play Jackbox games. We can play, other stuff. So that will be more fun. This is much better for kind of shorter streams in the wheel game. By the way, real quick, I need to add this. Do. Okay. And I think that's all the announcements I need to do. So, does anyone not know how this works? Anyone? Arthur, you are not late. I just started. So, if anyone wants... Yeah, Abigail, that's what I thought. Also, Abigail, YouTube sent me a stat a few weeks ago. I think you have more comments on my channel than anyone else. So, big shout out to you. That is great. Okay, so if anyone... Okay, you don't. Okay, so every month, although January I did too, but every month I ask viewers on my live stream if there's any movie they wanted me to watch and review. It could be anything. It could be a movie. Let's say you want to see if an older movie holds up. You want me to review that. Or maybe it's just like a really funny, shitty film and you kind of want me to suffer through it. Or a film that you love and you feel like doesn't get enough attention. And you want a YouTuber to go out there and talk about it. Any one of those. So everyone gets one pick. We throw it on a wheel. We spin it a bunch of times, and then whatever gets picked, I put them all into a video. We choose 5 movies. If you have a Patreon with me, with my channel, the link is on the top of my channel. If you're a Patreon user, you have much better odds. I only have 2 Patreon users, so they get automatic slots. So we're going to be spinning. Once we have 5 movies, I do a video where I do kind of a deep dive into each movie. So 5 movies per video, once a month. And it can be anything. I've reviewed some terrible films, some mediocre ones, some great ones, old ones, new ones. It's all over. Yay me. Yeah, Abigail, definitely yay you. So, that is the situation. So, doesn't have to be right now. I feel like this stream will probably be like an hour. But if you want to throw something on the wheel, I won't delete it. Let me know. So, if you have any movie, just give it some thought that you want me to review. As long as it's like something I can literally find. You could put Nosferatu, it would force me to go watch it. But it can be anything. It does not have to be good, new or old, anything you want. So that's the situation. Then we'll just add them to this list here, and we'll be good. But as you can tell right here, Alika Kelly and the Misty and Company are Patreons, so they get automatic slots. $5 a month. Alika might not show up. Missy has one set. Abigail, you're going to go with Slender Man, a masterpiece of horror. DN, that is a bold statement. I have not seen the Slender Man movie. I haven't heard great things, but I'm interested. Also, Before we spin the wheel, I will do a final check just to see if you guys want to change your mind. So this is not set in stone. You can change your mind. All right, so that's one. Um, I'm sorry, Abigail. I think you put something. Private Life, 2018. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Also, I can spell well, but I can't type well. All right, so we got two up there right now. But don't worry, we're going to be here for a little while. So there you go. Oh, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. Todd, I actually have not seen that. I've always wanted to though, because I know it's one of those films that's silly and over the top, and it really works. That's what I've heard. Like it's trying to be a cult film, and it pulls it off. That's what I've heard about it. This is a cool app. Yeah, it's not even an app. It's just on the wheel things on the website. You just Google like wheel picks or games, any one of the combinations of those words, and yeah, it's right there. You don't have to pay for it or anything. It's very basic, but it works. There's usually sound effects with it, but you can't hear it because Macs are dumb. And yes, Todd, I will add that. But is that? I'm assuming that's your pick, Todd. Like that's what you want to go with. Wow, that is a long. That's a long title. Did I type your name right? I did. Suicide Squad, the James Gunn. Oh, thank you. Thank you for putting the James Gunn version. The Suicide Squad. I'm sorry, who recommended that? That was Big Bad Guy. Okay. Big Bad Guy 549. Cool. I actually saw that recently for the first time. I saw it on a plane, I think. It was 549. Shit. Okay, hold on. There we go. All right, we got 4. Now we're only spinning the wheel probably 3 times. 4 just as a backup in case Misty and Company does not provide one. Like I said, she's a patron, so she gets it. Jamie, no, come on, you can't recommend Fred every single time. Fred, I'm gonna give you a minute to think about your life choices. Although it would give me an excuse to do another video. That was actually fun to do. My mom, for anyone who didn't watch my last video, it's probably likely because the video did really badly. For one of my reactions, instead of reviewing the film properly, I had my mom film me throughout the house, traumatized at watching the Fred movie, and then I chopped them all up into like a little kind of montage. It was really fun. Although I will say that falling face first into the snow when it's 20 degrees outside, it stung a little bit. But 100% worth it. This is some kind of clear critique. Jesus, Abigail. I'm actually stunned that there's still people that think the original Suicide Squad is good. I mean, I think it's fair. I never want to be someone who says you can't like a film. Like you can like anything you want, but once you start saying it's well made, then I gotta have to put my hand up and go, no. You can't. It's not even subjective at that point for me. Like the editing is broken. It's not. That was a funny skit. Thanks, Abigail. It was a lot of fun to do. It's always funny to. Someone told me I should actually do more stuff like that, be a camera more, do skits and things like that. I'm a terrible actor, but I'm considering doing more things like that because it was very fun. What is 20 degrees in Celsius? Don't ask me, dude. I'm American. I'm just the wrong person to ask. Are you excited for 20? Oh, hi, Darth Vader. Are you excited for 28 years later? I really want to watch the original, but it's not available anywhere. The original is great. It's actually one of my favorite films. I love it. It's my favorite horror film if you don't count Silence of the Lambs or Jaws. Yeah, I think it's excellent. It's the best zombie film, easy. It's not even the question. And I would highly recommend it. 20 Weeks Later is good, but 28 Days Later is fantastic. So I would highly recommend watching it. If you can't find it, try using a VPN. There are free ones you can use. I think Proton VPN is free, so use that and try to find it. Because if you switch to a different nation, uh, the choices on places like Netflix and Amazon will shift by region, and you can watch it. Put Taxi on the wheel. Uh, Darth Vader, Taxi. Oh, is that which one? Because there's a dumb Jimmy Fallon, Queen Latifah movie called Taxi. Is that the one? Or if I remember correctly, I think wasn't this like a French film or something? You have to specify, or else I'm gonna watch the wrong thing, and we don't want to do that. Like I said before, sorry, there's no background music. Mac computers won't capture audio, so that's the thing. French one. Okay, that's what I figured. Um, let's put a little French. Okay, there we go. Jamie hasn't given me a movie yet. Big surprise. Doesn't Days have terrible video quality? Yes and no. So it's shot on film, so it's not gonna be super crisp. If you try to find it online or on YouTube, the video quality is gonna be pretty shitty. Oh, Abigail, okay. I didn't know you couldn't do that. Can you not really? Huh. You can't pick a specific country on Proton. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, but it's worth hanging, experimenting with. Alika, I can't be on too long. I'm on a short break, but how you doing? I'm doing okay. I had kind of a tough week. New recent video didn't do well, but we're doing the wheel game, which is a lot of fun. I like doing this with you guys, and I have a bunch of videos coming out soon, and I think they will do well. So I'm excited. Let's see. But Alika, great seeing you. And Alika, I have your pick on the list. If you want to change it, do it now. But right now, I have you for Shaolin Soccer. To finish up, DN, it's you actually bring up a really interesting point because a lot of younger viewers won't watch older films that are shot on film because they look bad to them. They look gritty and not clean because they're so used to high HD quality. Um, I it almost makes me sad because they're so to me. I actually prefer when something's shot on film. I like the grittiness to it, but it's also that prevents people from watching so many great films. There's so many older films that aren't HD quality that are just incredible, and I feel like people who won't do that are missing out. Um, However, 20 Days Later does look rough, but I think that helps the film. I really do. It's not trying to look polished. It's very rough and dirty, and even the main characters, no one has makeup. No one looks like they walked off a conveyor belt in Hollywood, and that to me makes the film more realistic. I think it adds to the film. So I don't think there should be any reason to not watch 28 Days Later unless you just can't look at blood because there's a lot of blood in the movie. Let's see. What I miss? I like old films. They don't all look the same. Yeah, and some old films I don't think hold up. I'm willing to say that. Like, not every old film is a classic. There's some stupid ones too, but some of them are great, and some of them have great dialogue. I think that's what hurts the most about some modern films. Some of them still do have amazing dialogue, but our how to say this, our acceptance of what counts as good dialogue just keeps dropping. Like, we keep moving the goalposts as far as, yeah, that's well written, and you watch it and you go, no, it's really not. Like, when everyone was raving about Guardians of the Galaxy 2 having good dialogue, it fucking doesn't. And it bothered me that that's where the goalposts were now. And a lot of older films, they don't have the kind of graphics and budgets that we do now, so they had to rely more on scripts, and so they had pretty good dialogue. They did. But then there's new films that do too. Tar, Banshees of Inisherin, great dialogue. So it's not like it's gone forever. Okay. I could probably find it, Alika. I could probably find the longer version. I'm considering changing the film to another one pre-World War II. Yeah, just think about it. We're not going to spin yet. We're going to wait a little while before we spin. I kind of do it like at the end of the stream, so you got plenty of time. Other than that, I saw Citizen Kane as a teenager. Oh yeah, Citizen Kane's a classic. As far as older films, I would recommend a couple from Francis Ford Coppola, Apocalypse Now, Godfather, amazing films. What else? Ooh, Failsafe. If you can find it, Failsafe is awesome, super tense. BBL, too late. You are not too late. You're. We just started, man. Like you're good. I'm quite in the middle. I prefer HD films and generally modern movies. But I like older films like Elm Street, Silence, Gremlins. Silence? Oh, Silence of the Lambs. Yeah. Well, Silence of the Lambs is incredible. Abigail says I love Tar. I do too. And it's such a hard sell. The movie's long. It's almost all dialogue. Were you mad that Kate Blanchett didn't win? Because I was pretty pissed off. She was like, that is just like an acting class watching her in that movie. Tar is awesome. And if I still can't sell you the movie Tar, there's a scene where one of her students like refuses to learn or research any straight composers. He like refuses, and she kind of destroys that sort of logic, and it is an incredibly satisfying scene. And as an artist, I was so happy to watch her kind of take that down. It was glorious. Yes, she was robbed. I mean, Michelle Yeoh is awesome, but she was robbed. Let's see. I'll throw Office Space out there. Oh, Arthur, I love you. Office Space is one of my favorite comedies. I love this movie so much. My friends and I would quote it all the time. PC load letter? The fuck does that mean? It's my dude. Don't even get me started on it. I can quote literally every film. Also, I am not sunburned. This is just the lamp next to me. If I turn it off, it looks kind of bad. See? It looks kind of sad, right? So, the class scene was iconic. There are a lot of iconic scenes, but the class one was great. I loved the intro when she's doing the interview. It shows how smart she is and also kind of how egotistical she is. Let's see. Dr. Strangelove. Todd, meh. Dr. Strangelove. If you like Dr. Strangelove, watch Failsafe, because Failsafe is like the serious version of Dr. Strangelove, and it's great. Two amazing lead performances, beautiful cinematography, very intense. Watch Failsafe. Let's see. I'm sorry, but who? Oop, that's a phone. Can someone get that? Oh, nope, still going. Okay, good. God damn it. I'm sorry, Arthur. How do you spell your last name? Appiano. Okay, that was probably super wrong. How do you pronounce your last name? Can you like do a phonetic pronunciation? Let's see. I just found out Fred 2 exists. I know, Darth. I did too. When I looked up the first one, I googled and I said, "Wait, why is there a second and a third one popping up in Google Images?" Very scary. Bad Guy says the only pre-World War II film I watched was King Kong and Alice in Wonderland. I think the oldest film I've seen was, oh, I'm forgetting it now. It was like a very Art Deco film. It took place in this kind of huge, Grand Hotel. That was it. It was pretty good, actually. Really nice. Double Indemnity is amazing. Yeah, arguably the first noir film, if I'm not mistaken. Double Indemnity is really cool. Could you use YouTube's scheduling thing for the live streams? That was the way it would show up on top of the subscription list and the front page. Yes, BBL, I will get into that. Thank you for reminding me to do that. When you do the jump scare video, please add the shipwreck scene from Jaws. For me personally, most memorable moment of the movie. Also, The Visit has the scariest jump scare of all time for me. When they're underwater investigating and they find the tooth. Yeah, that's a good jump scare. Fun fact about Jaws: when they shot that scene, they shot it. Most of Jaws they shot on the ocean, and it was a huge pain in the ass. But that scene they shot in a pool, and Steven Spielberg wanted the water to be kind of murky, so they just filled milk. They just poured a ton of milk into the pool and they shot it that way. That's why the water looks kind of thick and foggy. It's really cool. That kind of I think that kind of directing is really neat when you find kind of elegant solutions to a problem. I own Failsafe. Nice, Todd. Good choice. Favorite British film? 28 Days Later. Yeah, that's my favorite British film. I love it. It's not the typical movie that people would choose. They would probably pick a drama, but I loved it. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. I was gonna say Banshees, but that's Irish. Wait, is it produced by Ireland? It's got to. That's a good question. For jump scares, you have to. Of course, Mulholland Drive. Yeah, I've been researching jump scares for a while for that video. Mulholland Drive, Saint Maud, Jaws, Exorcist 3, Psycho. I mean, there's a lot of iconic ones. Upiano. Okay. Arthur Utali. That's cool. There's also a Fred show. So where'd the Fred thing start? He was a YouTuber, right? And then he made a couple films. Why do YouTubers always make terrible films? They're always bad, and I just don't know why. Are we missing anything from here so far? Slenderman, Private Life, Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. I think the full title is Adventure of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. I think that's right. The Suicide Squad. I'm gonna put the in caps. And Taxi and Office Space. Excellent. And so we're gonna spin it 4 times just in case Misty doesn't provide one. Although most likely she will. Lost Hall. Lost Highway. I know. So I think when the look, I consider myself pretty knowledgeable of film and very knowledgeable of writing because I've done it my whole life. But if there's one director I feel bad for not watching more, it's probably David Lynch. I have not seen enough of his films. I did not see Inland Empire. I have not seen Lost Highway. And I have not seen Mulholland Drive. Those are 3 I've not seen. I don't know why. Something about when people talk about it, they always say, yeah, the movie makes no sense, but it's really good. And that doesn't provide a lot of encouragement. But I should watch them because I mostly liked Eraserhead. I loved Blue Velvet. So I need to just get on that, you know? Gary, hello from Honduras. Thanks for recommending great stuff. Gary, thank you so much. Hold on, I'm going to take a big sip for you. I that is a huge motivator for me when I can recommend a movie that like someone hasn't heard of and then they're brave enough. So credit to you. They're brave enough to go out on my recommendation, watch it, and they actually love it. And maybe it introduces them to a new genre, a new filmmaker. And that makes me so happy. That's so rewarding. That even if the video itself doesn't do well, when I get a comment like that, that's awesome. So if you're appreciating my recommendations, that does mean the world. BBL show my friend, Mulholland Drive. Mine is Hot Fuzz. Oh, your favorite British movie? Ooh, Hot Fuzz is really good. That's really good. That's one of my favorite comedies. Joseph, you are not too late. We have not spun anything. You are good to go, Joseph. If you want to recommend a film, please do. Alika, thank you so much for swinging by. Thank you for all your support on Patreon. It really does mean the world. And yeah, new video sometime in February when I can talk about Shaolin Soccer. I'm very excited to watch it. So thanks for swinging by. Did you release the horror movies of 24 tier list? No, DN, and I can tell you why. So I've mentioned this in a video, but I experienced a family tragedy in December. So I came back to my house, my parents' house on the East Coast. So I don't have that. The video I was working on, the tier list video of all the horror movies, was 99% done, and I wasn't able to finish it. Now, obviously, me flying across to see family was more important, but there is there's something almost a little sad about it because it's sitting there on my desktop computer, across the country, and it's just waiting to be uploaded. Like, it's so close, but it's just not finished yet, and I couldn't do it in time. So mid-February, the moment I get back home, I'm going to make those small edits and upload it. because that thing, um, I wanted to upload that 2 months ago. Now you're fine, DN. Let's see. Happened with Challengers. You know, everyone loved it. I probably wouldn't have checked it out if you hadn't recommended it. I loved Challengers, man. And when I recommend films, I do try to kind of understand that my interests are different. That's not going to be for everyone. I hate when critics go, they pick a movie that's very divisive or very strange, and they just don't mention those aspects. They just say, it's really good. If you don't like it, you're stupid. And they recommend a movie that most people are not going to like. And I feel like it's somewhat dishonest. Um, I think you need to kind of, you have to understand what the movie is going for. You have to understand that there are many different tastes out there. I do think there are quantifiable qualities to a film, acting, cinematography, editing, that you can recommend. But, you know, like there's a movie called Queer with Daniel Craig. Not a lot of people are going to watch that. And if I recommend it, they're not going to watch it. I'll still recommend it, but I feel responsible for saying, like, listen, you know, this is pretty, like, erotic. There's psychedelic imagery in it. This is a strange movie. This is not something you watch with your family. It's great, but this is not for everyone. So I think it's important to do that, and I wish people did it more. Have you heard of District B13? Oh my god, that sounds so familiar. Is that the parkour movie? If that is, I've seen it. Or am I thinking of something else? Let me know. BBL, I have. I absolutely have. And you know what? It's so funny you mentioned that, BBL, because I saw it recently. I saw it maybe 3 months ago. I saw it for the first time. Another YouTuber talked about it, and I'm thinking, hey, that's kind of cool. I saw the poster. Poster looked neat. Good cast. So I checked out the movie, and I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I would recommend Miracle Mile. I'm glad to hear that, DN. I like how Britain is really good on the comedies, like the UK, from the UK myself. Yeah, British humor and American humor are very different, and I feel like they do best when they just do their own thing. When America tries to do awkward humor, I don't think we do it as well. We should just let the Brits do it. And then I feel like when English, or even any country outside of America, to be fair, when they try to do like the crazy slapstick, over the top comedy that America is known for, I also don't think it works very well. So, sounds kind of mean, but it's like, I feel like you should stay in your lane and play to your strengths. Um, at least from my experience with comedies. And this is to say that when it comes to dry comedies and parodies, things like Hot Fuzz, Britain just nails it. And what I don't know if Hot Fuzz is my favorite British comedy, but it might be. I really liked it. And I guess that kind of conflicts with my point, because Hot Fuzz wasn't that dry. It was actually pretty over the top, spoofing American action films. So I think that kind of nullifies the point I was just making. My point is that British films do dry humor better than we do, I guess is my point. I do appreciate explaining things like that in reviews. Yeah, because I feel like I'm responsible for it. I don't want to waste someone's time. Thanks, man. I Love Lies Bleeding, Last Stop at Yuma, and Challengers. Been watching a bit more obscure films lately. The Vanishing 88, Speak No Evil, even Martyrs. Cheers, man. Cheers, Gary. Yeah, I Love Lies Bleeding. I don't know how I found that one, but I really liked it. I was very surprised at it. Last Stop at Yuma County, I heard from YMS, and Challengers, I just loved. Check out my top 10 video. That's like all my favorites of 2024. But spoiler, Challengers was my number one. It's the best film I saw last year, and I am pissed off that it didn't get nominated for anything. That was crazy to me. Miracle Mile is amazing. Shown oh, you saw Miracle Mile in theaters? I'm very jealous. Rad, have you seen Emily 2022? I'm gonna rewatch stuff. It's just called Emily. That's it. Just Emily. I have not seen that. I've never even heard of that. Panini Productions. How's it going? My favorite username. By the way, if you want to recommend a film for me to watch and review, plop it into the wheel. You're not too late. Have you watched Parasite? It's an amazing Korean film. Loved Parasite. Didn't really review it. I included in the top 10 video, so I talked about it for like 30 seconds, so it doesn't really count. You're more than happy to add it to the list. Like I said earlier, if you add it to the list, you can always change it later before we start spinning the wheel. So it's not set in stone. Yes, Gary, Challenger's soundtrack was incredible. And not only was it an incredible soundtrack, the way it was used was incredible. Um, I don't know if you guys have seen Challengers, but there's a scene where a couple is arguing, and halfway through the fight, when the fight escalates, this like cool club music starts playing. And I've never seen a film do that, where it starts playing kind of like exciting club music in the middle of an argument, you know? And it sounds like it shouldn't work, but it actually kind of emphasizes the discussion, and then it bleeds beautifully right into the tennis match that takes place right after the argument. So well done. Never seen anything like it, and it's an absolute crime that it wasn't nominated. I can't believe it. Have you watched the Wallace and Gromit movies? One. I saw the Were Rabbit. That's the one I saw. And it was really cute. I liked it. Let's see. About the tier list, video ranked by scariness, you could add your picks for scariest movies as one of the ones. Yeah, my tier list video on horror movies is not ranked by scariest, it's by quality. It's not a bad idea, though. I plan to, at one point... Hold on, I gotta scroll through because I think Joseph wanted me to talk about Emily. Joseph, I'm in this right now. Whoops. My plan was to sorry, I lose my train of thought. My plan was to, after maybe like my 10th yearly video, for those who don't know, every year I do a video on horror movies that are actually scary. Those videos tend to do the best on my channel. It's just a yearly tradition. And I kind of wanted to do like a best of the best. So have a video talking about the horror of those 10 videos. So, you know, lots of choices, like 60 movies. Of those, what are the absolute scares? It's like one large, kind of all-encompassing top list. And it's something I've been thinking about for a while. I still don't know what the absolute scariest movie I've ever seen is, but I have a couple, like, contenders. Let's see, Okay, Rusin. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but there you go. You're on there. Have you watched the British comedy sketch Balls of Steel? No, never heard of it, Big Bad Guy, but that's really funny. Balls of Steel. Oh, boy. I have a wheel recommendation. Penny Productions. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. Oh, yeah, that came out this year. I think it was nominated for Best Animated Feature. Is anyone else rooting for Flo to win? Because I actually really want Flo to win. I wasn't sure about the movie at first. First 10, 15 minutes, I didn't like it. And by the end, I was just in love with it. And I hope it wins. It might win. But it's also the Oscars, and they fucking love Pixar. Even if the Pixar film isn't good, they tend to give it the Oscar. So if they give it to Inside Out 2, I'm going to be a little ticked off. Let's see. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance. And that was by Panini Productions. Okay, I got you there. Whoops. Told you I can't type. Alright, so I got there. You need to see older Wallace and Gromit films, especially Wrong Track. Yeah, I haven't seen them all. I've watched of that kind of British claymation animation, which is the best. Claymation is the best kind of mation. I saw the Were Rabbit, and I saw Shaun the Sheep. And Shaun the Sheep I really liked. I was surprised at how much I was laughing. Shaun the Sheep, those kind of movies are the ones where you kind of have to... How do I put this? You have to surrender to it. Like, you have to let yourself laugh at something goofy. You have to feel kind of like a kid again. And Shaun the Sheep, if you do that, if you just kind of let yourself sink into it, I was just laughing throughout the entire thing. So, I liked Were Rabbit. I think I liked Shaun the Sheep more. But if this gets chosen, I'll be watching another Wallace and Gromit movie, so that's fun. Yes, Abigail, Chicken Run, another example. I liked Chicken Run a lot, too. Uh, Mel Gibson was very well cast. Mel Gibson was perfect. Balls of Steel is when a bunch of comedians come together and do stuff that requires the balls of steel, and then the audience votes on what is the funniest sketch. Ah, so the first half of that sounded like Jackass, but then the audience is voting, and I really like that concept. Yeah, Shaun the Sheep. I love Shaun the Sheep. I know there's multiples, and I think it's a show, but I've only seen the film. I was a big fan. I wanted the Mononoke movie to get nominated, not the one from Miyazaki, but the one that came out last year. It's a crazy, like, kaleidoscope of a movie that was on Netflix, and that's definitely not for everyone. The editing is so fast; it's almost over the top, but I loved it. I really enjoyed it. But there's no way something like that would get nominated, so I shouldn't be surprised. But I would recommend Flow. It's like I said, I really had trouble with the beginning of Flow. Once I realized like everything just got better, like the animation, the music, all of it, the story just kept getting better as it went along. And I hope it wins. I really do. Although Wild Robot was good too, but I think Flow was better. I do. The show of Shaun the Sheep. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm gonna leave this up here for now. Hold on. But looks like we got what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, we can get more in here for sure. Because we're gonna spin it 3 times. I'm sorry. Yes. Because it's 5 movies. So we're gonna spin it for 3 slots and a 4th slot if Misty doesn't come through, but she most likely will. Someone mentioned Parasite. Who was it? If you're still here, please raise your hand. Or was that pointy side down? Do you want me to actually put it on the wheel? Yeah, I kind of want you to confirm it. If you want me to put it on the wheel, please do. Please say it. Have you ever watched a Steven Seagal film? Oh God, Steven Seagal. Maybe on the background. Maybe it was like a child with my dad or something. I can't remember. Um, shit. I don't. If I did, I can't remember it. But it's very possible I saw it. When I was young, I would watch. What would I watch with my dad? I would watch I would watch Star Trek, James Bond movies, and like some like kind of random action films. Father Ted, I have not seen. Is it good? Joseph says, I'm always stoked to see a new video from you. I appreciate all the good recommendations over the years. Aw, Joseph, thank you. Yeah, I work hard on my videos. Writing is important to me, so I do try to spend time on my script. I'm a much better writer than an editor, for sure. But I, I, I do try to put good content out there, and I do want my channel to grow because, generally speaking, the like to dislike ratio of my videos is pretty good. So people seem to enjoy the content. My biggest challenge is just getting it out there, like making sure more eyes are on it. And it's tough because the algorithm on YouTube definitely benefits those who are already popular. The better the video does, the more it gets recommended. So it's hard to break through. But I'm trying. And late last year was pretty good. I had a great October. Horror videos definitely do the best, but it's not all I want to do. This monthly series doesn't get the most views, but it is fun and it's very interactive with you guys, and that's why I want to keep doing it. So it's a challenge. So all the support, like coming on the stream, sharing the video online or with friends or subscribe, like all that kind of support really does mean a lot. BBL, I'm running out of ideas. How about hard? BBL, did you recommend one yet? How about put one on the wheel? I don't think you recommended it. It's a comedy about priests. Oh, that's fun. Plenty of material there. Kill Switch. I don't think I've seen Kill Switch, Darth. There's no way Kill Switch is more like sporadic than Mononoke the movie. But now I kind of want to see it. Please add Parasite. Okay, pointy side down. I'm on it. Also, Abigail, don't worry too much about Misty. She has that slot locked in. So even if she doesn't show up to stream because she's a patron, she gets a slot. Is the substance very gory? Yes, it is very gory. Not so much at first. Um, it's more fun, over the top. It's how do you even describe the substance? There's so many aspects to that movie, but the last like 20 minutes, I guess they had like 14 barrels of like fake blood that they wanted to use because there is so much blood. It's not scary though, like that's the thing. It's just super crazy and bloody. Ever seen Big Top Burger? It's a fun YouTube show. No, but I can check it out. Hold on. What was it? Pointy Side Down? Wanted? Parasite? Let's look here. Yes. Okay. Let's do it. Parasite's such a good movie. I'm happy to watch that again. Pointy Side. Now remember, you don't have to necessarily recommend films that you think are good. You can recommend anything. You can recommend something you want me to laugh at, or maybe something you're mixed on, or something that has a great reputation and you want to see if it holds up. So Parasite would be a good example. Like, is Parasite as good as they say? The answer is yes. But it would give me an excuse to watch it again. So I'm excited to do that. I think at the exact hour mark, we'll spin the wheel, and we're at 46 minutes. So we're getting there. Yeah, Substance has a lot of really cool practical effects. I love the fact it was nominated for screenplay. I don't disagree. I love it. I was not expecting it. So I think we figured out. Jamie, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're saying. I think we figured out what's going on with the Oscars of the horror films. They hate horror. Toni Collette wasn't nominated for Hereditary. Mia Goth wasn't nominated for Pearl. Midsummer wasn't nominated for Best Soundtrack. So it's clear they hate horror. Unless it has some kind of really heavy social commentary. If it has that, if it has a really like hit you over the head with a hammer social commentary, like Get Out, like The Substance, you might get some nominations. Like that's the separator. So horror directors out there, if you want an Oscar, you're just going to have to cram in some kind of social commentary and then it might work. Otherwise, you're shit out of luck, but we still love your movies. Kill Switch is a Seagal movie. Oh my god, no. What's your letterbox? Panini, it's clear critique. It's just like my channel. I can show you right now. I actually have it open. There. Ah, ads. Yeah, right here. Clear critique. That is my letterbox. Let's see. Phone Jacker and Face Jacker. I'm not gonna lie. I've not seen that many British comedies. I've seen like the Cornetto trilogy, like Hot Fuzz. I saw Death at a Funeral, which I really liked, and I saw there's some other ones I can't think of on the spot. But I've some like these kind of smaller indie ones I have not seen. What are your opinions on the third act of Alien Romulus? I really enjoyed the movie. The quotes in the previous films were stupid, but didn't ruin the movie for me. I think the third act of Alien Romulus was the worst part. I didn't hate it. I hated the fan service. I thought it was very cheesy and completely unnecessary. We didn't need it. The movie looked great and got good reviews. You did not need to do the fan service for anyone. It's not like you're going to get more ticket sales if you get fan service. I don't understand the appeal. And it was bad fan service too. Like, it was just poorly done. That aside, I think the third act suffered from the CGI Ian Holm, which I think bringing back a dead actor and putting them in a bunch of CGI is just gross. I don't think they should have used him. It looked terrible. And bringing another monster in the third act felt rushed. I didn't think they needed to do that either. So I think the third act is a little messy. I think that's where the film starts to kind of dip and become less memorable, or maybe more memorable in the wrong way. Everything leading up, but the first two acts I quite enjoyed. I think the color scheme of Alien Romulus is nice. It's a lot of yellows and reds, which is a nice change of pace. I thought the acting was mostly good, and I felt like they were doing a lot more with the concept than I was expecting. So overall, I gave Alien Romulus a 6. If that fan service wasn't there, it'd been like a 7 easy. Substance remake of Good Stuff from the 80s. I have no idea. I don't think I've seen that film, Pointy Side Down. But I will say there are aspects of Substance that are a little familiar, but when it's all combined, I can't say I've seen anything like the film. So I would definitely check it out, but it's pretty gross. Arthur, yes. Fish Called Wanda, love that film. Love it, love it, love it. Everyone in the movie is just kicking ass. Kevin Kline's hilarious. Big fan of Fish Called Wanda. So fun fact, Panini Productions. Transmission. I'll add it. 9 days? Okay. So, Panini, you bring up something really interesting. So, on my Letterboxd, I have Apocalypse Now listed as my favorite film. And it's a lie. It's actually not my favorite film. It's my second favorite, but it's not my favorite. And the reason for that is if my channel hits a certain benchmark, like maybe 50,000 subscribers or 100 or whatever it is, I was going to do a video on my absolute all-time favorite movie, but I was just going to talk about everything that was wrong with it. That was going to be the video. Everything wrong with my favorite movie, and why, despite that, I still think it's the best movie ever made. So that was going to be the video. But I didn't want to spoil it on my Letterboxd. So that is actually a lie. That's not my favorite film. What scene, when the scene reminds you of Alien Resurrection, you know something's gone wrong? Oh, God. What part of Alien Romulus reminded you of Alien Resurrection? Alien Resurrection's so bad. It's so goofy. Oh boy. But to answer your question, Panini, I like the Redux, but I prefer the theatrical version. I think the shorter version is actually better. It's just the pacing is much better. I felt like when they go to the French compound or whatever that was, the pacing really drops, and I didn't feel like that was necessary for the film. And it loses that sense of mystery. So it's still good. I mean, it's still great footage, but I prefer the theatrical version. Okay, yeah, Big Bad Guy. I've never heard of these. I got a lot to write down from this stream. You guys are the ones recommending me stuff, and I like it. With the Cinema Sins dings. Abigail, love the call out. For those who were wondering, oh, thank you, BBL. Yeah, by the way, if I missed one of your guys' message, like if you're not on the wheel and you want to be, please let me know, because it's very possible I missed your message. It's just, especially when a lot of people type at once, it can blow past it. Which version of The Shining is better? What do you mean? The TV version? Oh God, what was that? There's like a sequel to it or something that came out with Ewan McGregor. Let's see. Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Thank you. That's it. Okay. Ticket to Hawaii. I did miss your message, BBL. Thank you for that. Abigail, the Cinema Sins dings. Someone recommended a film called Aramentari, which is on Netflix, and I didn't care for it. And one of my problems with it was like shockingly bad sound design, and one of the sounds they kept using was this like anvil sound, and it was directly from the Cinema Sins YouTube channel, and it was really funny to hear in a high budget movie. It's like, come on, guys, like you couldn't have recreated that. Come on, lazy. TV version or the good version? Which cut? I don't think I didn't know there were different cuts of The Shining. There's a different cut? Like a director's cut? I honestly didn't know. I've just seen The Shining. I haven't even seen different versions of The Shining. I've just seen The Shining, OG, and it's fantastic. I love it. Let's see. Oh, I see what you're saying, Darth Vader. Yeah. They could have. That's what I'm saying. The last creature in Alien Romulus, they could have just not had that. It's so frustrating because Romulus had so much going for it, There's a zero gravity scene with acid blood. I thought, like, I was worried because why make more alien films? It's like they've done everything they possibly could with the concept. And then you have an alien blood scene like that, and I realized, oh, they're actually doing something new with the concept. It was something. It's like they were trying everything they could, and I like that. But then you throw in a creature at the end. The fan service was horrible. Um, you had just kind of shaky acting. The CG, Ian Holm, Android was, it looked terrible. And again, missed opportunity to do something cool and animatronic. So I don't know. It was like a movie at war with itself. It's odd. Write a clear critique and he'll see it better. Yes, very true, Abigail. If you tag me in the actual chat, it'll pop up. Or if you pay money for a super chat, that'll do it. Director cut is 23 minutes longer. I have not seen it, DN, but now I think I have to. Change my suggestion to whatever you want, but it must be a film from Europe and you have not seen the movie before. Well, I'm not going to change it. That's not my job. It's your movie to recommend. You can recommend me anything you want. Right now we have you. What'd you recommend? The Suicide Squad. Yeah. If you want me to watch something European, you gotta throw me something European. So go for it. Anything you want. Yeah, go for it. You have 5 minutes though. At 1 hour, we're gonna run the wheel game. 1 second. I'm just gonna check something really quick. Okay. Okay, so I think I know Big Bad Guy wants to change his pick, but I think I got everyone else's. I think we're looking pretty good. I love it. I love the fact that a bunch of people put their recommendations. When there's like very few on the wheel, then we get the Freds, and that's scary. Change my suggestion to change it to 4 Lions. Okay, where are you? I don't think I've heard of that. Yeah, actually, most of these films I have not seen, and that's very cool. There you are. Okay. 4 Lions. Is that the one with Haley Joel Osment? No, that's Secondhand Lions. No, I have not seen 4 Lions. Very neat. 3 minutes left till we start. Poor Jane. No more like Jamie. If you're still here, can you recommend something other than Fred? We can't have 2 fucking Freds in a row. Why are you trying to hurt me? If you really want me to put it on there, I'll do it. But oh my god, it's gonna hurt so bad. Do you guys think I should put it? You guys think I should put Fred too? For Jamie? Let me know. I'll kind of put it to you guys. Actually, I should do a poll. That's the I already know how people are gonna vote. You guys all hate me. Hold on. Give me a second. Here we go. Watch my own live video. Also, let me know if my volume is okay. I can always turn myself up. Let's see. Shit. It's not letting me run a poll. Oh, sorry. Wrong tab. Give it a second. There we go. Okay. Got it. Sorry about that. You should turn the volume up. Volume is fine. I'm going to turn up a little bit. Okay. That's probably a little bit better. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost at an hour. Oh my god, it went by so fast. Let's start a poll. All right, there it is. There's the poll. Be nice. Let's see. Change the 4 lines. Poor James. It's a black comedy about 4 wannabe terrorists. Nice. Oh, have you seen Sound of Noise, I think it's called. It's a bunch of musicians that are terrorists. So their terrorist acts are not actually causing any violence, but they're creating music by disrupting something. So they go into a hospital when someone's in surgery and they use different medical equipment to make a song. It's a very weird film, but it's a very cool concept, and the songs are great. I would recommend it for musicians. Darth said I could recommend a bad movie, but I don't hate you. Oh, that's sweet, Vader. I mean, you can if you want. It's fine. It's more just like, is this something you're genuinely interested in me talking about? Do you think it'll make for good video? Actually, that's not even your guys' job to think about whether it's good content. Just whatever you want, me to review. I'm getting a lot of no's. That's nice. Very nice. Oh. Alright, I'm going to switch off the poll then. Okay, we're almost there. Let's see. I think we're at 1 hour. We are. Okay. Here we go, guys. We are going to spin the wheel. Everyone look on this very quickly. Let me know if I've missed you. Let me know if... Hold on, I'm going to move my face. There I go. So there's the list right there. Let me know if I have missed anyone or anything. If you want to change your movie, you got to do it now, because we're going to spin it in like a minute. So just look through those and let me know if anything is missing, and then we can get going. So I'm just going to give everyone a minute, and then we'll do it. I mean, Darth Vader, if you want to switch yours to kill list, do it now. It's totally your call. You can hate me. I just watched Keenan Ivory Wayans' I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Pretty funny and a lot of awesome cameos. The guy's so underrated. I have not seen that. That quote sounds familiar, but I have not seen that movie. If you want to change yours from Parasite to I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, that is also your call. You are more than happy to do it. I'm gonna leave it for 1 minute, and then we're gonna spin. I'm not gonna do it maybe next time. Okay, your call. Darth Vader, what is the one you did recommend? Let me look. You recommended... Oh, yeah. Okay. Where are you? Taxi, that's right. Okay. All right. Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gotta tell me now. Pointy side down, Darth Vader. Darth Vader, you said no. Okay. I think we're all good. I think it's time to spin. Oh, there. Oh, we're at the last second, pointy side down. Change it, please, since you already saw Parasite. Okay. Wow. You were very close. You almost missed the cut. Okay. Here we go. I mean, I'm happy to watch Parasite and talk about it. But if you want me to watch something new, go for it. Here we go. Where were you? Parasite. Okay. I think that is it. We are ready to do it. Okay, is everyone ready? Everyone's happy? So like I said, just to confirm, we're going to spin this. Once we have 5 movies, that will be a separate video. I will do like a deep dive. I'll watch the film, I swear. I'll review it, and it'll be in a video sometime in February. I don't know if it's going to be mid or late February, but it will be out in February. Leading up to that, I have an Oscar video. I have 3 horror videos coming out. The best horror prequel, the best horror sequel, and the best horror remake. 3 separate videos that should all be out in February. So one might be out next week, actually. So stay tuned for that. You guys are great. Let's go. Here's the list. We'll roll it an extra time in case Missy doesn't provide a pick. So we're gonna spin this 3 times, and then a 4th time just for that slot if it opens up. Okay, is everyone ready? Let's go. Okay, here we go. Sorry, there's no like noise. There usually is for this. Okay, here we go. And we got. Ooh, is it Slenderman or Hawaii? Ooh, so cool. Nice. Okay. BBL, Hard Ticket to Hawaii. The one I almost forgot to add. There we go, BBL, Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I'd never even heard of this film. So, there you go. That is one of them, and that will be in the video. Nice job, BBL. All right. And I delete that one. Okay, good. BBL, nice job. Are you doing Oscar watch party? I really don't want to watch it. I hate the Oscars. It's so boring. But just remember to stack beer. Thanks for letting me know that. It's good to know. Maybe I should though. Maybe I should do an Oscar party. Like it'll just be me on screen. I can't stream the Oscars, obviously, it's illegal. But maybe I should do an Oscar watch party. It's actually not a bad idea, Abigail. I will consider that. Okay. So we got that. We're going to spin it 2 more times and then 1 more time for the safety net. Here we go. Good luck. Oh my god, Slenderman's going to get it. Fucked again. Holy shit. Slenderman made it. Okay. Alright. Slenderman. Oh boy. I've not seen it. I have not seen Slenderman. Wow, Deanne is, has he gotten a pick yet? I know he's been putting one in every time. Deanne, if you're still here, Slenderman made it. Right. Might be slightly better about Jimmy Kimmel. God, Kimmel's the worst. I don't understand how someone who's not funny and a prick got so famous. Someone please explain that to me. Alright. For the official picks, we're going to roll it 1 more time. Roll it. Spin it. Idiot. All right. Am I rooting for one? I'm trying to think if I'm subconsciously rooting for one. I think I'm kind of rooting for the Emily I've never heard of. And I'm gonna get you sucker sounds appealing. Okay, here we go. And it might be Taxi. Oh, 4 Lions might get it. Oh, Taxi was so close. 4 Lions. Big Bad Guy 549. Here we go. So, whoops. And that was the one you changed, right? Could have been the Suicide Squad. All right. So, those are the 5 picks. However, we are going to add a possible one. Oh, it's your first time, DN. Nice job. So, oh, Gustavo. Hi, I'm sorry you missed getting into the wheel game, but it's great to see you, man. Blah blah blah. Okay, I'm not missing anything. Okay, great. Gustavo, great to see you. I gotta go. Have fun with Slenderman. Yeah, thanks, DN. There's always a horror film in there. All right. So just in case, I don't want to say your odds are great, but just in case Misty and Company does not provide me a movie, because like I said, she's a patron, so she gets, since she pays $5 a month, she gets an automatic slot. If she does not provide one in time or decides to yield her slot, this is the one that will show up. I do want to say, though, so far that has not happened, but it's always a possibility. I want a safety net. So here we go. We're going to roll it, spin it, keep saying roll, spin it 1 more time so that we can have a full list. Here we go. So this is the backup. And looks like Private Life. Just barely. Private Life by Abigail. All right. So, like I said, if we don't get the full list, that'll be the one that gets chosen. Okay. So, we have We have our list: Shaolin Soccer, Someone to Be Determined, Hard Ticket to Hawaii, Slenderman, Four Lions, and potentially Private Life, recommended by Abigail. And that is the list, and that is what I will be reviewing in February. Very exciting, super fun. So now with that, I'm gonna call this stream. I hope you guys have an amazing Saturday. I have a video reacting to the Oscar nominations that should be out tomorrow. I'm almost done with it. Then I have, like I mentioned, Best Horror Prequel, Sequel, and Remake. Those will be coming out pretty close to each other. I will do another video on all the Best Picture nominees for the Oscars. Once I'm back home, I'll be able to finally upload that Horror of 2024 tier list. So lots of stuff coming up. But if you are not on the Discord, please check out the Discord. That's where I chat with people. That's where you get a heads up on when I live stream. So if you're not there, please check it out. Check out the Patreon if you want some rewards. And other than that, yeah, it is great seeing you guys, and I hope you have an amazing Saturday.